it's Jessica, and we're going to talk about today about Freddy versus Jason. This was requested, and so I decided to look through some. It's not even in my DVD collection. I had to go search. I don't know whether or not I watched it in the theaters. I believe I did, but I know that I had two copies of this because someone gave me one. Well, I brought one, and my brother gave me the other. I only could find one copy for some reason, but, yeah. So this is Freddy versus Jason. This is pretty old, so it did come with all this crap. I like this, it came with this little thing. It's like the little scene thing. Now, actually, this is the thing to tell you what's special features and stuff, and it comes with an advertisement and the soundtrack advertisement. This is going on my wall pretty soon. I wanted to save it to show it to you in this review before I decided to put it on my wall, but oh crap. So this is how the first CD looks like. It's some Freddy. I'll straighten that out. And this is Jason. It came with two discs, one right here. So it's one of these flippity things. And this one comes with a bunch of crappy special features. Special features that are there for like the sake of having special features and making this so attractive, I guess. It comes with a widescreen and full screen edition, commentary, and jump to the death option, which is basically that if you just, pop it in, you could just see any death, like over and over again if you feel like it. And deleted and alternate scenes with the original ending that comes with filmmaker commentary, but it kind of is useless, the commentary, because the guy, he's Chinese, and it's kind of hard to even fucking understand what the fuck he's saying, so whatever. Behind the scenes, the film development, visual effects, storyboards and galleries, trailers, and the music video that El Nino made, which is barely even a music video for this movie because it doesn't have Jason or Freddy in it. I don't know. It just feels like a big, heavy load of crap. Honestly, that's how I feel. But yeah, I don't know. I just holding this, just seeing this, and I'm like, yeah, no, it does not make me excited. So, anyway, this is the synopsis for any of you that have been living under a rock and don't know what this movie's about. So, Freddy, the movie begins with the explaining Freddy's past and stuff, but here's like the lowdown. Freddy has been forgotten. Why? Because the town people got smart and said, well, if we isolate the problem like a virus, I guess you can say, and keep away everybody that knows about Freddy, then he won't be able to come to their nightmares. And, oh, whatever. Alright, so Freddy can't attack anyone, and he's like,
being dead wasn't a problem, but being forgotten, now that's a bitch.
or whatever. That's what he said. So, according to this logic, if he's forgotten, he can't kill anyone, and he can't come into their dreams. Now that kind of makes sense in the fact that if you don't know about something, maybe you can't dream about it. But I'm like, but how the fuck did anybody else in the first movies know about it? And they still dreamed it. Maybe that's because he had more power then. I don't know. Anyway, so he decides he's gonna go into the bowels of hell and find Jason. Out of all the horror icons out there, Jason. Okay, whatever. So Jason's dreaming, and Freddy comes into his dream, and he doesn't even know about Jason. So again, the logic is kind of, mixed up. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? But anyway, he comes into the dream. Jason's, happily dreaming about killing a counselor, and then his mom played that's supposed to be Freddy. It's telling him, well, you need to go to Elm Street because kids over there have been bad. And I'm like, why the fuck would he even want to go to Elm Street or even know where the fuck to go? Okay, whatever. And it's not even played by the original woman. I think her name is Betsy Palmer. I should know her name, but don't know. But it's not even the original woman. It's some ugly looking, dried up bitch. And so Jason gets some sort of plane ticket or whatever, or walks to Elm Street. Gets there mighty quick. And then we have our, three main bitches and whatever. So, Jason starts killing people, but the town's sheriffs or whatever, the police department, or the sheriff department thinks it's Freddy. Obviously, because, it's Elm Street and they think that, oh shit, Freddy's back. So, naturally, they'll think that. And they whisper, they're supposedly whispering, but they're saying it right in front of the main character, so, okay. They're like, oh, well, it must be Freddy. And so when people start dying because of Jason, it makes the kids think it's Freddy. And then the guy, the main character, Laurie's boyfriend, well, kind of boyfriend, estranged lover, breaks out of fucking the institution, Weston Hills, and decides, okay, I'm gonna go see if she's okay. And his friend, I don't even know his name. I mean, names in this movie is kind of irrelevant, but yeah, kind of just tells the whole fucking school about Freddy by, 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you, or whatever. So now, Jason and Freddy are, basically after them, and they're left with the choice, like, oh, what the hell are we gonna do? How are we gonna fucking fight them? Okay. So, basically, Freddy pulls Jason into a nightmare. They decide, okay, if Jason loses, then we'll just take him to Crystal Lake, and if Jason wins, I mean, if Freddy loses, I don't know, it's some sort of fucked up logic, but somehow they're gonna take him to Crystal Lake, which by this logic isn't that far away from Elm Street. And then from there, the fight, drags on, and you know, everything is okay, besides the, I guess, 33 deaths. Oh fuck, 33, 16 deaths that occurred in this movie. Ugh. As you can see, I mean, even saying this, I mean, I feel like I have to go through the whole thing because it just doesn't make sense to me at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, this movie is very entertaining in the way that it's mindless. It's not a serious horror movie. You're just sitting there. It's a good, hey, there's nothing to watch. Might as well watch Freddy versus Jason sort of thing. But there are some serious issues with this film that I'm going to go into in part two of this because it's tiring talking about it, really. It's a big mouthful when you think about it because there's so many things wrong with it. And I guess you could say some things that are okay. So I'm running out of time, so yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Maybe it's I'm tired, but we're going to have to dissect this load of shit one by one by one. So join me in the second part, and we'll see what goes down.